Steel Finger Studios.
Ōkami!
Finally.
Yeah, literally, I've owned this game for years and I've never played it.
I've just always heard about it, but never actually had the opportunity.
New game. I mean, unless we want to play my one that I played when I was 12 or whatever.
No, I'm good. I'll start a new one.
It's not like we'll be missing out on that much story, right? That's loud. Pretty.
Ooh, what a transition. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in the grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god.
Oh my goodness.
However, the village was not without its dark secrets.
Oh my god. This is wild.
To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival.
This is wild.
Body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks of the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast.
This is insane.
Yeah, this is really
I don't
good
remember
so
this.
far.
This is so well written.
When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui.
Oh my god, it's like Matanui.
The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi.
Oh, were they in for a big surprise, I'll bet.
One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements.
What happens next?
Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white, plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into
Oh,
the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden.
no.
Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved.
Whoa. What a hero.
Not yet, he hasn't done anything.
He's brave, though.
The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks.
Oh my god.
Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. Wow!
Whoa! Just for hours he's slicing.
But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch.
Oh my god. It's like the Hydra minus 1 head.
And you can't even cut off the heads.
Yeah.
At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face.
Oh my god.
It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood in its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Why is that alas?
I don't know. Maybe
Baring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness.
There they go. Thrashing about.
I like the like shadow puppet style.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames.
Whoa. It looks like a puma there.
As Orochi closed in on Shiranui's sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf.
Whoa.
Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi.
But good has to win.
Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With his last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope.
Let's go.
Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner.
Ugh.
Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. Damn. Wow. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Ōkami. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into a slumber.
Damn.
Peace had at last returned to the Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened. You want to try that one?
Tsukuyomi.
Tsukuyomi, and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. Well, that's optimistic.
Wow, that's the whole game. We won.
What an audiovisual experience. However, this
Oh
is not
no,
the end of
this
the
isn't
story.
the end.
There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do this.
Sure.
Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. This is bad news. Oh, jeez, boss.
Really shouldn't have done that.
Yo, I can hear that rumble. I haven't felt controller rumble in so long.
Yeah, it
It's
kind
just
of is
PC
a lost
games
art.
and Sega Genesis. Wow. Yo, let me hold on to that
Sure.
too. That's Orochi. You want to do
Oh,
Orochi?
he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power.
Paralyzed with fear. Yo, I gotta feel that controller rumble.
It's pretty intense.
Those are the days.
I wonder if the mic is picking up this. It's such a loud controller rumble.
Controller rumbling at its peak. I'm sure it still happens, I just don't play modern console games anymore. Wow. This is you.
A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree.
That's a tree?
Oh, that's the wolf.
Yeah, I know.
It is here that the real story begins.
Ooh. Oh, that's the statue of the wolf that they erected.
Yeah, the tree's somewhere.
Ooh.
Wood sprite. Sakuya?
Sakuya, probably. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
How troublesome! This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? Calamity, Ganon. We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Oh, she's dying. Amaterasu, now's the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all.
Ōkami Amaterasu.
Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart.
Aww. What a hero.
Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They've ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please, use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What's this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho ho. Oh hee 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 hee. Phew. What on earth? You again.
Ow, ow, ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you shall make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug?
Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Issun. Wandering artist Issun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush.
Whoa.
Jeez. It's a pretty good drawing. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no?
I think so, actually.
What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Oh my god! Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the Brady soon. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkamaru, against you. Oh.
This is so funny. Oh no.
Whoa, what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyways?
Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn.
Is she the tree?
I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path.
Oh, she is the tree.
Oh, I guess so. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap.